Hi, and welcome to this episode's Road Tripping Through History, where we are going to take a trip over near Greece and to Asia Minor and learn about the Ionian Revolts. Before we get started, let's take a closer look at this area. Over here we have Greece. This is the area that we have been learning about. We have Sparta and Athens. And over to the east, across the Aegean Sea, we have Asia Minor. And as you can see, we learned about the city of Troy a couple lessons ago. Now, around 11th century BC, a lot of the Greeks are going to set up colonies across Asia Minor. And so during that time period, it was pretty easy to go over there, set up some colonies. But then, a closer look at Asia Minor, around 6th century BC, we learned about Cyrus the Great and how he united a lot of the Persians. The Persian Empire is going to take control of that area. Fortunately for the Greeks that have set up colonies, the Persian Empire says, hey, you can keep everything, all of your culture, everything that you believe in. We're not going to force anything onto you, but you're going to have to pay some money to our empire. This money, a tax, is going to go towards building roads and improving our empire. So at first it's all dandy and swell, but eventually this city-state, this colony over on Asia Minor, Ionia, is going to get a little fed up with the taxes that they have to pay. So they're going to say, darn this Persian Empire, I don't want to pay all these taxes. We must revolt. And they probably had other reasons to revolt also, but one of the driving forces is those taxes they had to pay. So they're going to seek help. First, they're going to go to Sparta, because if you are a city-state in trouble and you need help military-wise, Sparta is usually your go-to city-state because they are the strongest and they have a very strong military. Unfortunately, Sparta has a habit of not really helping people down because they have their own problems in their own city-state, and unfortunately, they're going to tell the Ionians, no thank you, you're going to have to deal with it yourself. So they were a no, we cannot help you. So the Ionians are going to go to the next best city-state, the number 2, Athens. And Athens is going to agree to help them and send over 20 ships. Herodotus, as you learned in the video before this, he was the main Greek that will write about the Persian Wars. He's going to kind of see a problem. Oh man, this is the beginning of misfortune for Greeks and non-Greeks alike. This might cause some trouble down the road. So the Athenians are going to gather up their ships and head on over to Asia Minor. And they are going to catch the Persian Empire by surprise and attack Sardis, one of their cities, and pretty much burn it to the ground, or destroyed it a lot. Then after that attack, the Athenians are going to say, well, we're heading back home, and they're going to leave the Ionians to kind of do a little bit of some more rebelling on their own. Unfortunately for the Ionians, the Persian Empire will get things under control. The Ionians will be sent back to their city-state with their tail between their legs because they are going to be put back in to the Persian Empire. And Darius the Great, who is the king at the time, is going to punish them for their revolts. The Athenians are probably thinking, we're back home. But unfortunately, Darius, as you can see by the anger in his eyes, looking towards Greece, is very upset that these Athenians, who are these Athenians to attack and to help the Ionians and to attack my empire? And he shall hold a grudge, and he will hold a grudge so strong that every day his servants, when they serve him a meal, will always say, Master, remember the Athenians. And they were to say that to him 3 times every time they delivered a meal to him, because he did not want to forget the Athenians. He is going to retaliate and punish them for coming over and helping the Ionians revolt. And therefore, 3 years later, he's going to send a military campaign over to Greece mainland and start the Battle of Marathon, the first battle in the Persian Wars.